Mr. Benishek, you may proceed with a default hearing.
Right, Ms. Herrera, are you the mother of Xavier, the child who is the subject of this suit?
Yes, sir.
Do you pronounce it Xavier or do you say Javier or
Xavier's fine.
Xavier? Okay. And who is the father of Xavier?
Abraham Castillo?
Was Mr. Castillo previously ordered to pay child support and medical support for Xavier?
He was ordered to pay medical support, but he was ordered to pay my bills because that's what he was previously doing.
Okay.
And then he refused to do it.
All right, and Your Honor, I asked the court to take judicial notice of the prior order in this case, which is the child support review order that was, let's see, filed on October 21st, 2024, and signed by the court on, let me see here, October 24th, 2024.
It will be so noted.
Okay. And at the time he was paying your bills, is that correct?
Yes, sir. He was paying my bills prior to the hearing that we had. And then after whenever we did have the hearing, he did tell the lady that he was paying my bills and he would prefer to continue paying my bills instead of pay child support. And so she gave him that option.
Okay. And I note that you both
hold on, and you agreed to that, just to be clear.
Yes, ma'am, because he was up to par and paying my bills and everything. He was doing it correctly right after the hearing we had. He completely stopped and I had two bills get turned off. And then his family came up with the money to turn on one bill. And then the other family, my family and myself had to continue paying the other bill to get it restored. And then there was also, I love you, Colin. There was also another delinquent bill that his family had caught up. He said he was waiting for a settlement that he was receiving. And he had a car wreck and he was receiving.
We're gonna do lunch afterwards. And
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
See ya.
I'm sorry. And then so he was paying my bills and then he quit. And then he was behind and his family caught up one bill. Mine and my family had to catch up another bill. And he got like 3 months behind. He paid 2 months after that, or like a month. But I kept having to like resend him the bills and resend him the bills. It was just a hassle. He would pay them whenever he wanted to. He wouldn't look at when it was due or when it was
Okay,
going to be
I'm
late.
going to stop you and let Mr. Benishek continue to ask questions. Okay, I'm sorry, Mr. Benishek.
Oh, that's fine, Judge. I just wanted to note on, it looks like page 6 of the prior order, it looks like both you and Mr. Castillo initialed that deviation, showing that you agreed to it. Is that correct?
Yes, I did agree to it.
Okay. And the reason that you agreed to it was because he was at that time paying your bills.
Yes, sir.
The deviation notes that the deviation is for a calculated guideline support of $742. So that's basically what you were giving up in exchange for him continuing to pay your bills?
Yes, sir. But the lady that was on there gave him the option. I had picked child support. I had told her that I had picked child support, which is I was the one that put the order in for child support to have the hearing. And she knew him. They had a mutual common was her husband. Her husband is also a plumber at Rudy's Plumbing in Post. So they were just having a conversation about him the whole time. And then she went to him and asked him, hey, is this okay that you pay child support? He said, well, I'm already paying her bills. Is there any way I can just continue paying her bills? And she said, yes, that'll be allowed. And then that's whenever I continued to ask, if in the future he does not pay my bills, how do I put him on child support? And she said, you just need to have delinquent bills.
Okay. And let's see, at the time, it looks like his gross monthly income was $4,500. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do you know if his monthly income has changed?
No, sir, he's still working at the same spot
Okay,
in place.
all right. And let's see. And what kind has the health insurance changed for Xavier?
No, sir.
Okay, and what kind of health insurance does he have?
He has Medicaid.
Okay. Has Mr. Castillo rather had any new children or anything in the since the last order was entered?
No, sir.
And he hasn't changed jobs?
No, sir.
Okay, so basically he just stopped paying the bills.
Yes, sir.
Gotcha. Okay. And has he also missed medical support payments?
I checked one time. I don't remember what month it was. He was behind, and I did let him know that he was behind. I checked it online. I'm not sure about right now if he's paid it or not, but there was a moment that he was behind, and I did let him know that.
Okay. And Your Honor, I'll offer in evidence the Attorney General's pay record. It's an updated version of the copy that was attached to the pleading, and I'll offer that as State's Exhibit number 1.
All right, is there any objection to the Attorney General's pay record, basically for the purpose of medical support, paid or not paid, coming into evidence, Ms. Herrera?
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
Do you have an objection to the pay record coming into evidence?
No, sir. No, ma'am.
All right, it will be admitted as State's Exhibit 1.
And I note on your previous order from last year that there was not an order of non-disclosure that would keep your address and other identifying information out of the order. Did you want to request a non-disclosure order?
Yes, for the future.
Okay.
He
Can you
knows where I live right now. But if I do move, I would like to leave that out because there has been things happen that it's not okay that I have had to call the cops on him multiple times, and I just don't feel safe if in the future I do move for my safety or my children's safety. I do have one other son that lives with me. So I would like to keep it disclosed if all possible.
Okay. And you said some things have happened for the court. Can you explain what's happened that made you want a non-disclosure order?
I didn't know that whenever we were together that he was recording me, like getting ready, naked, like blow drying my hair. Um, I didn't know that he was propping up videos whenever we were being intimate. After we had broken up and after we had had the hearing, he put all of that on social media, sent it to a whole bunch of people that I personally knew. And then he hacked into my personal accounts of social media and posted it all over my stuff. And so I had to request that it be taken down. I did go to Lubbock County Police Department for that. And also, I think it was Wolforth Police Department I had talked to as well. And then after that, he just said that like he was sorry for it. First he denied it, then he said he was sorry for it, but I just don't want any more like recordings or anything happening or him knowing any of my business because I did not know that that was even happening during our relationship. Also, both of us have both been arrested for violence towards each other, family violence. So my case got dropped and my charges got dropped. I'm not sure what had happened with his stuff. But there has been family conflict and abuse and stuff, and I just don't want any further of that.
Okay. And do you know if there are any charges going forward from the improper photography that you were just talking about?
Yes, so there is charges. I was waiting to speak with a detective. I have not been able to. And I have the case number, but I don't have it on me right now. It's in my purse.
Okay.
But there is a case number at Lubbock County Police Department.
Can we pause for just a second? Because I think this a lady that you guys had called has signed in.
Okay.
I'm gonna, Mary, can you talk with her in a private room?
Absolutely.
Let me do that right quick. Ms. Zapata,
Yes, ma'am.
good morning, ma'am. I'm gonna move you into a private room so you can talk with the child support officer, okay?
Okay.
I'm gonna put her in 3. You'll get a pop-up to join room 3. Okay, I'm sorry about that.
That's all right. I think I've actually reached a point where I passed the witness.
Okay. Ms. Herrera, do you have anything you want to add to or explain about your testimony?
If I could just request, back child support for the months that he, didn't pay, if at all possible.
I'm sorry, you can't get that. You
Okay,
cannot, that's not available to you under the law. You agreed to no child support. I don't know what happened at the meeting. If someone was improper and coerced you or something, you should definitely report that.
yeah, I did report that I was not happy with that caseworker. I did report it with the child support office, which
Okay, if
is,
you feel like she knew the person and was unfair with you because of that, then that should be reported. And if you did, that's good. But you still agreed to it and put your initials on it. And so there's nothing that can be done about child support in the past. It can only be going forward. He was not ordered to pay your bills, just to clarify. You said he was paying your bills, and I guess he was. That was the truth, but
he was
but
ordered, I believe.
no, ma'am, he was not ordered. I'm looking at the order. They wouldn't have done that anyway, but no, he was not ordered to pay your bills. What it says is he is paying your bills, so the court, the court signs this, even though it's done in the office, but the information is he was paying your bills, so that was a reason to deviate from the child support guidelines in the family code to 0. And it looks like they talked to you about the fact that there would have to be a material change in circumstances if this were to be modified within 3 years. I think you've proven that, but that's why it was done that way. And so you don't ever have to agree to anything at the child support office or at court that you don't want to agree to. But when you place your initials right next to that admonishment and sign the order, you're agreeing to it. So there's really not much that can be done about that.
Okay, I'm sorry, I believe I misunderstood
Yes,
that
ma'am.
part. I'm sorry.
Yes, ma'am. But it's not right for someone to coerce you or tell him that it's okay for him to have that option. If that's what happened, that's not okay. That was not appropriate. What, let me just tell me, because I think we're okay here, but tell me what bills, can you just list the bills that he was paying?
He was paying my phone bill, my gas, water, electric. He was also paying my car insurance. And then the only bill that I was paying was the internet.
Okay, so he's paying your phone, gas, water, electric, and you were paying for
And
your cell phone and
yeah,
your insurance. Okay, when's the last time he paid any of those bills?
um, he stopped paying the car insurance and he stopped paying my phone bill all the way around as soon as we had that hearing. He never paid those 2 bills. And then
So after that, he never paid your phone bill or your
or my car
car
insurance. He
insurance. Okay.
only paid water whenever he chose to, and he only paid the gas and the electric whenever he felt like it.
Okay. So when was the last time he paid the water bill?
Let me check. The water bill, I believe, is July the 10th, and that's the day that it's supposed to get turned off. He pays
Okay.
it exactly on that day. That's the only one.
So he paid the water bill last month.
Yes.
Okay. What about gas?
Gas and electric are both June 26th, and that's for the previous month.
So he's not made a payment on gas or electric for July.
Correct, or June, because the bill was delinquent whenever he
Okay.
sent that, so it was for the
So
previous month.
did you paid that or did someone else pay that?
I've paid it.
Okay. And this situation with the pictures, was that was right after this meeting in October that he did that?
No, ma'am. It was
Okay.
it was prior to that. It was right before, it was after I had filed for child support. and before we had our hearing.
So at the time, you didn't ask for a non-disclosure in that order?
No, ma'am, because I didn't know that that had existed.
You didn't know that that had been done at the time of that order?
Correct. I also didn't know that I could ask for that, for a
Okay.
non-disclosure.
So you didn't find out that he was sharing inappropriate images of you until after you had this meeting in October?
No, ma'am, I didn't. I knew the day that it had happened because it was all over Facebook, all over social media, sent to people that I knew. So everybody was contacting me. So I knew the second that it happened. I didn't know that I could ask for a non-disclosure until after the court hearing. I had talked to
Yeah,
a few.
but that was, okay, just to be clear, that wasn't a court hearing. That was a meeting you had with the Attorney General's office and agreed to an order.
Okay.
Did you know you were able to not agree with the order?
No, ma'am. I thought that the order was that he was being ordered to pay my bills. And whenever I had contacted the child support office, they even sent like the the order to me, and I could download it, and they said it was on page 6 that he was ordered to pay my bills. And I believe I have a
Okay.
screenshot of it because I know I sent it to him,
Okay, well,
which is why I was confused on why he wasn't ordered it, because she was saying that he was ordered it. And then even after I spoke with the child support office, they gave me a piece of paper saying that he was ordered for that.
okay, he wasn't ordered to pay that. That's not how it works. The AG's office doesn't order people to pay bills. That's not enforceable. It has to be an amount certain. So, but you're wanting now, because he hasn't been paying like he was before the order, you're wanting child support ordered in the appropriate amount under the family code.
Correct. Yes, ma'am.
And then you understand that he's not ordered to pay your bills, he wasn't before, and that is not something that he has to do in addition to the child support.
Correct. Now I understand. Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so if I order a non-disclosure, it appears that he has the right to visit the child. Is he visiting with the child? Does he see the child?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and so how is that exchange conducted?
It's normally through his mother.
Okay, so you drop the child off at his mother's house?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and you feel safe doing that?
Yes, ma'am. And sometimes we also meet halfway in Smire at a gas station.
Okay, all right. And are you okay with either including, not having the non-disclosure apply to your phone number, or me ordering that you guys communicate through a co-parenting application on your phones?
What, can you explain that?
So there are a couple of different companies. The one that I usually order is a free app. It's called App Close, and it's just an app on your phone, just like any other app. And all communication with the other parent is done through that app. So it makes a record of all communications that is court admissible, and you can't harass someone on it, basically. That's the point of it. Obviously, I guess he has your phone number. Unless you were to change it or block him, he can contact you that way. If you're okay with that, you can just continue to do that. But if you want me to order App Close, I believe I can do that.
Okay.
So
He does have my phone number.
okay, so you want to just continue doing that?
Yes, ma'am, that's fine, because I do block him sometimes, like if communication gets bad, which it hasn't been bad in a while. It was only bad during that time.
Okay, all right. Well, just, you
I
know,
just really,
I'll just tell
and-
you that sometimes when I'm about to order him to pay child support, when that happens, people are not happy because it's going to come directly out of his paycheck, which is the way it should be, but it may make him angry. So,
we
I
can
don't know,
order it.
Mr. Bunishek, I think what I'll order is that, well, let me just go ahead and pronounce a ruling unless anybody else has anything to offer.
State rests.
Okay, do you have anything else you want to offer, Ms. Herrera? Any testimony or witnesses or evidence?
No, ma'am, just asking if we can just disclose my address if I move in the future.
Yes, ma'am. Okay. All right. I'm going to find that, first of all, Abraham Xavier Castillo is behind in the payment of medical support since the last order in the amount of $325.10. I will enter a judgment against him for $325.10 as of July 31st of 2025. I will order him to pay $20 a month toward that balance in addition to his current child support and current cash medical support until that's been discharged. I'm going to find that since October 21st of 2024, there has been a substantial change in circumstances, that being that Mr. Castillo was paying the bills for Ms. Herrera's household, and now he is not paying those bills. And that was the reason for the deviation. I will find that that is a substantial change in circumstances and will be sufficient for the court to make that finding and to modify this order and order Mr. Castillo to pay child support under the Texas Family Code guidelines based on an income of $4,500 a month gross, which will yield a net income for Mr. Castillo of $3,711.08. Ms. Herrera, I'm sorry, I don't know if anybody asked this, but does he have any other children that he's ordered to support? Okay.
No.
So it would be the 20% amount under the Texas Family Code guidelines. They indicated that was $742. Let me just make a quick calculation and make sure it's $742. Yes. So I will order child support in the amount of $742 a month, beginning on August. I'm going to go ahead and start it on August the 1st. No, I can't do that, can I? Yeah, I can. August the 1st. I will also start that $20 payment on the medical support arrears on August the 1st. So I'm going to order that the $742 payment to begin August the 1st, even though we're past that date. He owes that for this month. That's about the best I can do as far as going back.
Thank you.
I will find that he will be ordered to continue paying cash medical support in the amount of $70 a month to help defray the cost of the Medicaid program to the state of Texas. I'll just order that Ms. Herrera keep the child enrolled in the government medical assistance program as long as that is available to her. I will find that no arrearage is owed on child support or dental support. I will make a finding today that disclosure of Ms. Herrera or the child's address and identifying information may cause harm to them based on the conduct of Mr. Castillo. And therefore, I will find that her address and identifying information and that of the child should not be included in this order or any future order until further order of the court. I'll tax all court costs for today's hearing against Mr. Castillo as billed by the Hockley County District Clerk's Office to be paid within 1 year of today's date. I think that covers everything, Mr. Bunishek. Have I left anything out?
That should be all of our issues, Judge.
All right, I'll give a quick admonishment on the record. Every party to a hearing before the associate judge is entitled to a newer de novo hearing in front of the referring court. The newer de novo hearing must be requested in writing. The request must be filed within 3 days of the notice of the substance of my ruling and served on the other parties to this action. It must specify what issues will be heard by the referring court. The referring court will set a hearing within 30 days of the request for the de novo, but the requesting party must obtain a setting from the court. If one party asks for a de novo, any other party may ask for one within 3 days of the initial request. If no one asks for a de novo, my order becomes an order of the referring court by operation of law without need for further ratification 3 days from today's date. Ms. Herrera, do you have any questions, ma'am?
No, ma'am.
Okay. Good luck to you and the child. Take care. Be
Thank you.
safe. And Mr. Benishek is going to prepare a written order that reflects what I just ruled. It will be sent to me for my signature. Once I sign the order, the Attorney General's office will forward a copy to you and to Mr. Castillo. So just be aware that he could be upset about it. So you might want to take all the precautions that you can. Okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right. I think also, Mr. Benishek, can you put a line in there that just says the exchange of the child will be done at the home of Mr. Castillo, is that, or another public location as agreed to by the parties?
Castillo. Or agreed upon. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, ma'am. Good luck to you.
Thank you.